Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary of the Unranked Challenger with only viewer picks. We are playing some Fizz mid. They said to play Fizz, and also if I ever escape to all chat a positive message about how close they were to like killing me, basically. We are playing versus a Lissandra, which is a counter matchup. The only way we probably win is you have to do shake hand trades all the time where she hits you and you hit her back. Otherwise, you will just lose. I'm just going to use my E to secure those minions, though. Fizz level 3 feels pretty damn good, so normally I just wait until I'm level 3 before I really do too much. But I might try to go for Electrocute proc early on if I can find it without getting hit too hard back. We will see. I hit her with my E, just back away. Fizz's E is his strongest move, I would say. It makes it so you are immune to everything, and you also fizzle stuff that goes on top of you, unless it's a tether, like Nocturne Fear. They don't really have tethers this game, so it doesn't really matter. But you can, like, fizzle turret shots, which is pretty busted. And we can probably just do a single auto attack onto her there for a little bit of damage, because the only way we can kill her is getting her low enough through, like, taking trades where I know I'm going to get hit back. We can use our W as an auto attack reset. It empowers your next auto attack to deal bonus damage, and if it kills the target, it resets it. Perfect. So you see how she just immediately backs away, and that's like ideal, because the thing is that I already just got such a favorable trade for me that I got her low enough that she's kind of killable almost. Now, your W also fully refunds all of the mana, which is pretty damn important to remember, because you want to not go because Fizz mana costs are kind of high. Got her flash. I should have been able to kill her there. I didn't know if she was going to level up from the minions, that's why I got scared. I'm just gonna all in. Because I traded and it wasn't a just like straight escape, then there's nothing to type, because it's only if I'm slippery enough, and I clearly was not, because I was not able to cast my E since I got snared. I tried, but unsuccessful. We'll just buy this. She's gonna TP back mid. I did kill her on Wave Crash, which is good, but I think that I could have killed her earlier if I just committed here. I just didn't know if she was gonna level up, because if she does, I feel like I would have not done enough. So for Fizz trading, it's all about using your W as an auto attack reset. Normally you do like Q, auto attack, and then W to proc electrocute, and then you can use your E as an escape tool or as a tool to go further. Otherwise, you can try to initiate with your E, but a lot of times if you do that, they hit you a bunch on the way out, which kind of sucks. This is just big poke damage. She'll just walk away. My E didn't land on her, though. But yeah, never underestimate how much damage your QW auto attack does, because that was without my E, which is what I maxed first, right? So it's kind of crazy that you can still deal so much, despite not even landing the ability that is probably the most important. I want her to knock at this minion. Nice, she actually gave it up. Sick. I walked straight into that, bro. I was about to use my E instead of my Q, but oh well. I could try to harass her on her turret, or I could just go for like a roam, I guess. I mean, there's no reason to probably harass, right? My teammates are not helping at all. They're just watching me rotate down bot, which is pretty interesting. Alright, guys. But in the end, we still get the kill. Nice. I got her super low. One more hit. Phew, that was close. I don't know. What am I supposed to be typing? That like The Vi almost got me. It's feels so cringy. That's okay though. So I decided to roam because I shoved in mid. It took forever for the play to like work because I feel like the bot lane was super slow to react to my play, but they turned around on me and tried to fight me, and I don't know why. It's kind of strange. Because Fizz is such a good auto attacker, we also try to normally go Lich Bane first because he's just so damn good with Lich Bane. And as you can see, when you mess up your W, it makes it so every single auto attack does bonus damage. There's also like a burn effect that causes like damage over time on your W, and I think it empowers that too. So I do a tiny trade onto her just with like a simple auto attack trade. It still feels pretty bad to trade versus her because she just can always hit me back no matter what. But I did have red buff, and that of course helps. Now, I do have my Shark. Your Shark has 3 levels to it for distance and amount of damage that it does. We can just Shark her here just to make it so she burns her ultimate, right? I don't even need to burn anything. So, even though this is a counter matchup, right, because she can completely negate my movement with her CC, or she can completely negate my Shark, but if you can, like, burn her ability and not get any damage on you, and also, a lot of times, like, she can negate my movement, but she can't kill me straight up, which means that she needs help from, like, her jungler, you can sometimes chase them down. Because your cooldowns are very, very, very low, and they'll continue getting lower as you, like, start leveling them up, too. Your ECD literally starts off at... Like, right now, if I had level 1 E, it's 13 seconds, and at max, it's 16.6, which means that it's, like, a 50% less time, right? That's insane. So you can, around level 9, start spamming so much, even if she snares me. Her snare is a longer CD, I believe, than my E, by quite a bit. Oh. I'll probably get her. Damn. Am I dead? I might have just killed myself. No. Dude, I use the Q as a way out because there is a, like, way to do that. As you can see, I go in with my E, and you always leave a minion or something to escape with. In fact, the only reason why I survived that play when they were trying to kill me is because Braum put himself behind me. So he allowed me to escape. But then I died in the end, so I guess I don't even have an opportunity to all-chat anything about it. Enemy Shen TP bot lane. Pretty big fight down there, huh? Do I one-shot back wave? Nice, I do. Also, Fizz's E base damage is kind of high, too. It's 280. That's a decent amount of damage for such a powerful effect that it gives, too. At any moment, we can try to now just go for, like, side lane plays after I shove. We can try to, like, kill MF by just landing Shark on her and one-shotting her. This Vi is level 6. She'll probably be here soon, right? Right? Where is Vi? Where is she, bro? Bro? What on earth? I was waiting there for so long because I know I could just one-tap her. I'm probably not going to be able to make it in time. If I went earlier, I probably still would have not made it in time too, though. So, yeah. Ow, bro, you freaking hurt. Did I just kill myself? I can't even use my E to his... Oh, no, I did E. His auto attack just went through it. Damn, dude. Yeah, bruisers completely destroy Fizz to the point that it's actually embarrassing at how weak my champion sucks. But, of course, the benefit of Fizz is that even though you can't kill bruisers, would be like, if anybody ever ganks me and it's like multiple people, I have like escape tools that are just unparalleled, right? Because I could just leave with my ability. I went back in and killed myself, right? Fizzy is busted. Being able to reset tower aggro is completely OP. So my bad on the mistakes. I wish I was versus Liss and not Shen. But oh well. If we are to fight him, we can try to juke his ability as well. Probably not going to try to jump on him. I don't think that it's worth it. I need to land my E if anything, and then I'll go for him. Where is my team? What are they trying to do? At least Kaisa didn't get initiated on. Can you imagine if Vi ultimate and Shen ultimate together there, like, just went on them? That could have been really bad. I probably should have just sharked her there just to burn her ultimate, huh? It would have been worth. Oh. Does she not have her ult? That's strange. Maybe I just, like, stunned her for the decision-making. So I burned everything because I realized that I might just get one-tapped if she ulties me. But then if she ulties me, she can't ulti herself. So I burned everything to try to get her. I was like, alright, if I die, you'll die. But then she didn't ulti herself. I don't know. Oh, nice. Another kill. I feel like none of these are, like, slippery escapes slash, like, kills. Because that was just... I guess I could have... You know what? I'll try to say something almost every single time in the future. I could have said, like, holy, that was close. If you had ult, I was so doomed. I don't know. I'll say something. Might as well type something for the thing, even though I feel like none of this has been slippery escapes at all. I was rotating bot to see if a fight would break out. Huh. Okay, I mean, that was interesting. I mean, I still have Zanya's, so I'm kind of just chilling. They almost got me, I guess. Oh my goodness, dude, this is quite aggro, no? Dear Lord, that was close. What the hell am I supposed to be typing, bro? This request has me so confused. I'm also talking for, like, Rel's sake, too. Alright. Also, to a combo squishies, you can buffer your R while you're queuing, so you can press QR as your mid-Q cast. A lot of times you try to do that to catch squishies. You don't really do it to catch the people like Shen, because they're just too tanky to fight in that sense. But it is a good trick to know, because it's quite a powerful effect. Also, this guy seems giga dead. Oh, wow. He lived. Man, these guys are so screwed. The game's just over, bro. The game's just done. After a play like that, where they try to initiate on Kaisa and everything just goes badly for them, I don't know. That's not good. Also, why I'm going Zanya's is because you already have, like, an ability that technically can be thought of as, like, a Zanya's, right? And if you combine that with a real Zanya's, then suddenly you have a way to go into a big fight, use your E, and then Zanya's, and then normally by the time that your Zanya's expires, your E comes back up and you can do it again. And that is very, very busted, because you have so many seconds of invulnerability. And being invulnerable is pretty broken. I'm on the way bot side to try to help out with this strange fight that's going on. I don't really know what's happening. It looks like everybody's just dead. Huh. Also, Kaisa died, too. Somehow. It seems that they're gonna try to Baron, right? Or not Baron, Dragon. Comes up in 10 seconds. A lot of them have Merc Treads, which does make me a bit weaker. Apparently I don't know how to Q that guy. Braum blocked it, well played. No! Oh? Like I'm covered in butter. I don't know what I should possibly be typing. But yeah, you see, I got caught. I'm 1 HP, and I could Zanya's into immediate E. That's so busted. Because what is E? It says untargetable for 0.75. It feels like more than 0.75, but I guess it is really that short. Also, your E has 2 casts to it. Did I even mention that? Your E will either you'll just drop, otherwise you can recast it to not just drop off of your pole, and you will have a worse AoE, but it takes you further. Ooh, this is a big shark. Oh no. Oh no, I'm so dead. I'm dead this time. There's no way out. My team kind of was losing on the other side and I needed to help them. That was stupid. I don't really know why these bot lane fights keep breaking out, but it's not really that bad for a champion like Fizz. Normally people don't really build CDR items on Fizz because you only need a bit of CDR to have this already feel like it's very short. And I do have Legend Tenacity and stuff. A lot of people go like pure burst because the idea is you go in, burst combo, and use your Zhonya's, and then the fight should be over by Zhonya's expire with your next E. So what's the point of going like max CDR where your E has no CD? It's better just to one-shot people. It's more effective to play as an assassin. If you play as a like CDR assassin and you can't even one-tap the 80 carry, what is the point, right? Like you gotta one-shot the people. Where did he go? I'll just wait for him to finish it so I can grab the blue buff for myself. Might as well. Okay. I am on the way. At least the initiation started with Scion getting caught. Damn, that MF ultimate was crazy. Here comes a crazy shark, though, to follow it up. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna instantly die because they've burned every single CD just to kill me. Bummer, guys. We lost it. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I understand why we lost. It does suck that I got killed the way that I did. But, we probably lost because, for some reason, rather than just, like, letting me pressure and just getting some control and then rotating over, my team is like, we have to fight right now, or else nothing, there's actually zero reason to fight there, because, like, what's the point? It literally just wait for me to shove, because then they can miss minions, they might send somebody up there, we can play for numbers. My team's like, no. We gotta just go in right now before Fizz arrives, so by the time that I arrived, the fight was already, like, really bad. So, like, I'm not even allowed to collect side waves to the point that, look at my farm, dude. Compared to Liz. She has 10 CS per minute, because apparently she can collect side waves without her teammates getting herself killed. It's quite sad. Quite sad. That's also probably partially because of... Did we take mid inhib early on? Could be partially from that. If I try to ulti the MF and it doesn't land, that's pretty bad. I don't really know what we're trying to attempt in this fight. Why did he flash away instead of just tanking, bro? Landing Shark just like through frontline is so unrealistic. I got big damage off. Looks like she's gonna get one shot. I'm just gonna burst everything onto the MF to try to kill her, because if she dies, it should be a pretty good situation for us. And this time we were patient and fought with me and we won. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Did he just TP? Bro, what? Like, at least if we're gonna do a pointless fight, in this case it's not really that pointless because we were setting up for Dragon. It's not that bad because I will be there at the very beginning, so I got to do a few things. For instance, Shen went for me and wasted his taunt and didn't have it afterwards. And then, I was able to get on MF when she's ulting and just burn absolutely everything that I had to get her extremely chunked to the point that she would die. I was able to be part of the fight. That's really all I care about. Wow, are they bum rushing it? Alright, how fast do they do it? Ooh, I landed it on MF. I cannot move. I literally cannot move the entire time. That was crazy. I went too deep, though. I was mashing my E non-stop, but I guess there was too much crowd control, so I can't do anything about it. Absolutely disgusting. Nice try, Scion. Good attempt. Damn, dude, this guy literally just does not die. He takes so long to be killed. Too bad I don't have TP to go. He's not going to be able to get them. I mean, I'll try to get there in time. I don't know if I can, because MF should do it okay speed, right? We'll see. Oh no, they actually are off of it. Alright, well, I mean, could be worse, huh? If MF isn't there, they can't do it, because she's kind of their consistent damage. Also, they have a bunch of magic resist now, so I'm kind of just useless except for trying to kill MF or the Lissandra, but the Lissandra, of course, has like a bunch of tools against me to make it so I can't kill her very easily. So my goal is always just kill the MF, and that's about it. Bye-bye, Rail. See you later. Oh my goodness, bro. This is quite aggro. If we try to go in, it's not going to be good for us. But at least they're feeling pressured. Lissandra's like saving her ultimate. She still has it. And she's going to use it to try to kill someone. Obviously. I mean, I'll shark, but this is kind of worthless here. The Lissandra probably is still going to come in. Okay, nice. Good pick. My team found a play onto her. Because Rel respawned and was behind them. She should die. It doesn't look like I deal as much burst damage as I probably do because she has Death Stance. So because she has Death Stance, the amount of damage that I do to her is delayed. But we still deal a good amount despite not having Void. Of course, we'll build Void next because of the amount of magic resist they have. Without Vi, I don't think that they should even contest this. This most likely is just ours. If you guys want to initiate, go ahead, bro. I'm just gonna back so I can buy. I'm also super low. And I want to be on the map for the dragon while being healthy. Nice Shen kill. Good pick. My team is just running it down mid to like try to... I don't know what they're trying to do. Is Inhib respawning soon? I feel like that should be the only reason. Running it down mid is so strange as that's like a good way to throw games that are automatically won. We just play patient and just go for all their inhibs. That's how you win games. I'll just start it. There's no reason not to. I deal pretty good damage to it, and getting it a little bit lower for when Volibear arrives should be fine. I'll just heal myself off this. Mid inhib is back up now, so we can go forward if we wanted to just 5-man. Otherwise, you know what? I'll just come group. I don't really trust them to not just try to start a fight. I won't even shove out bot lane, guys. I'll just be here immediately. Even though Karthus is not even here and we have, like, Sion going in. I mean, it doesn't really matter with Sion. Sion's invincible. He's just not killable. I should be able to escape that because they didn't follow up. They have to follow up each other if they want to do a good play like that. Lissandra just used Claw and missed it. I tried landing Shark, but it didn't land on the person that I wanted it to. Nice. 1,000 damage with my Q. I got rooted, but I can still use my Zhonya's. I probably maybe could have survived other fights with my Zhonya's, huh? I maybe was rooted in previous fights, and I wasn't able to survive because what happened was I was trying to use my E, but you can't use E while rooted, but you can. I don't know, though. It felt like I was getting CC'd by stuff that is not Zhonya's-able, I think. Well played, everybody. Good job. We just had to run it down mid to win the game. That Sion, honestly, was much stronger than I was anticipating for his strength, too. He did most damage. Well played. I did second most. So yeah, that was Fizz. Alright, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the next commentary in the Unranked Challenger with only viewer picks. We are playing some Karthus Bot Lane. They just said play Karthus Bot. Not really sure why, but hey, I mean, that's what they asked for, so that's what we're gonna do. Karthus, honestly, I mean, he's simple because obviously you can just go in and, like, die and use your ultimate, because your ultimate is a ability that when you cast it, every single person takes... Oh. Not bad, dude. It bounced to me, no. Okay, that's fine. A double kill. Okay, so, God, it's so stressful playing Karthus, honestly, because I don't consider myself very good at landing his Skittles. But anyways, his Q throws these Qs. These Qs are kind of like Karthus' auto attack, but you can't consider it. He does have an auto attack, so be aware if you spam this all the time, you will run out of mana. If you miss, it is possible to, like, make yourself so you have to, like, really focus up on trying to land the ability in a good way. Anyways, you want to land it when it's isolated on the target because it does double damage. So the idea is hopefully that they walk far enough away from their minions, or you find a good enough angle that you can land it onto them while they're isolated, because if you can do that, then you're going to deal a ton. And because it does pretty decent damage, like at level 1 it does 105, right? Then you can actually fight people early on and, like, really abuse them and stuff. Nice. Okay, that person did have flash. I was wrong. For some reason, I thought that she already used it. But Soraka feels really good with Karthus. Did you know that Soraka is honestly not that bad of an early game champion because her Q is OP? Like, her Q is ridiculous. Her Q is a slowing effect and a healing for herself, and if you land it, you almost always will win trades. I just full tanked for the Kha'Zix to make sure that he can successfully dive them. Dude, this is going much better than I thought it was gonna go. But I feel like it's because level 1, we just hard abused this Senna so badly because for some reason she was trying to fight us, and I did a good job at landing my Skittles because... I don't know. I just did a good job. It's much more difficult than you would think to land the Skittles. Oh, we probably can't get this guy. Also, I'm pretty sure the reason why people will call it Skittles is if you don't know the previous version of Karthus way back in the day, he would shoot these red balls that were like, almost looked like they were like shiny. It was weird. But they were extremely red. Like red Skittles. Obviously, it doesn't look like that at all anymore. Now it's like a ghostly projectile thing. Nobody really calls it Skittles anymore, I believe. Anyways, other stuff about Karthus. Karthus's passive is when you die, you can still cast all abilities for 7 seconds. So inside of teamfights, it's okay to die. Your wall is your W. Your wall is just a slow. It doesn't actually, like... It's not like a Nivea wall where it's terrain. It's just a slowing field and also magic resist shred. The magic resist shred is surprisingly strong. At max level, looks like that does not increase. So it's at 25% right now, and I guess we'll just stay 25% the whole time. There's no reason to ever shove, probably. We just freeze it. Oh. I feel like they understand that we're trying to freeze it. Because if we freeze it, then they're in a really awkward position. My E is an AoE toggle where I will lose mana, but I deal damage around me. But the second part of my E is a little bit different, or there's a passive applied to it, and when you activate it, you can't use it anymore. Okay, I'll just die here. For some reason, he's not going for me just because he wants to kill Soraka that badly. And he didn't even get her! Dude, this game is so ridiculous, actually. What is actually happening? Okay, sorry, dude. I keep on getting, like, sidetracked because fight's going on when I'm trying to explain his kit, because it's very simple. My bad. Your E is a toggle. You start dealing magic damage around you in an AoE, so it's just an AoE, like, death field. It costs mana per second, and when you have it and it's not toggled, which is normally what you do, you don't want to have it really toggled that often because it does cost a lot of mana because it drains 10 per second. Or no, drains more than that. I was looking at the other thing. When Karthus kills anything, he gets mana back. So that makes it so you can kind of sustain some of your mana by last hitting with Q. My Q costs 30. This gives me back 10 mana. But of course I have mana regen that exists. And I have like Lost Chapter, which also gives me mana. So yeah. You can technically sustain your mana in a way. Obviously, auto attack weaving is pretty okay to do as well though. I'm just trying to see if anybody was low enough to kill. Doesn't look like it. I was just checking. So we'll just do Q spam here. If you ever think a minion is like not going to die because of you, you can sometimes like try to pop your ability to get it, but that didn't work. Damn, dude, I am just on point with my abilities right now. A lot of times if you slow them down and get near them with your Q wall like combo, because you're trying to make it so they can't run away. You put it, like, slightly behind them, so they either have to walk back into me. And they just continue taking damage from, like, Soraka, and also I might have, like, my E ticked. Or, they'll eventually have to backstep and get hit by it. Like, they have to make a choice, right? So it feels really bad to play against. But as you can see, when they're fast, it's so freaking difficult to, like, hit them. Like, she doesn't even have boots, and it's still kind of challenging. I've just been pretty fortunate with how it's been going thus far. I don't want to use my ultimate unless it's absolutely gonna, like, be necessary. So that's why I'm not using it. Okay. Nice. I feel like we should go for Senna because Senna's... easier to hit than MF. My ultimate shouldn't kill from that HP. Your ultimate base damage is not as crazy as you might think. It's 200. That's it. Lux ultimate does 300. So, not that strong of an ability for, like, that type of thing. But, of course, it hits all 5 players. So that's the strength. Its AP ratio is also not that crazy either. It's only 70%. No! I thought that Q landed, so I popped my ultimate. Oh, man. If I land one Q there, she dies. I thought that I had her. That's okay, though. I mean, I wasn't even worth... Wait, I was worth something. Just kidding. Soraka was worth more than me, though. Soraka has a crazy name, doesn't she? So other items that are good for Karthus are normally like Shadow Flame can make it so your ultimate can crit people when they're low because having bonus damage to make sure you can secure the kill is quite effective. Liandry's and burn effects are pretty strong. Actually, Malignance is not even that good of an item. I don't know why I went this. I looked up like win rates and it looks like Blackfire Torch is better than everything else. Blackfire Torch is a burn item, but some people I feel like forget its secondary effect, which is every single person that is burning also gives you 4% AP. So technically, inside of teamfights, if you just go in and get yourself killed with your E active, you should be able to burn a lot of people, and then that gives you more AP, and not only are they burning and taking damage, but they're also gonna give you more AP to deal more damage with. So that's pretty nice. Your Q gives vision, so you can use it to check brushes. Your W also gives vision. You can also use that to check brushes, but I would recommend Q because W mana cost is very expensive. And also W has a long CD, unlike Q. Some Karthuses are so good at landing their Skittles, though. Like, they can predict so well. Your damage output is so freaking high. It's a 70% AP ratio, but it only has, like, a 1-second CD, right? But recently, I've never seen people play Karthus. I saw so many Karthus players, like, I feel like a year ago, and now I feel like I don't see any. Maybe he just, like, fell out of the meta or something. I never see Karthus players anymore. That guy should be able to live. Did I even land a single Skittle on him? I don't even know. I could use my ultimate if need be. I am close to level 11, though. He doesn't really seem low enough to be killed. Like, he seems close, but not just there yet. Damn, that hurt bad. Ouch. She should live, just barely. The Senna healing is too much, but we can at least, like, probably go for turret. Oh, wow, she stuck around. To be honest, if our teammates stayed, we probably could have dove. Oh, I got an assist, though. That didn't land. If you don't land your wall, it doesn't slow them, and that's kind of a big deal, because I just wasted it. I feel like killing these guys is kind of challenging, man. Oh. I just don't have enough mana to do it. And also, she doesn't have enough health to, like, heal me, so that's why I'm not going super aggressive. I only had 2 more Skittles left, and... Bro, I don't got any mana. I'm just I'm sorry, man. I want to kill them too, but I got nothing. Our advantage is so great, though. I mean, there should be almost no way for their team comp to come back unless Vladimir, like, carries it, because I'm up a significant amount of farm, too. My farm is looking very, very nice. Obviously, you do Emax to make it so you can just, like, walk into team fights and just have this going to deal damage to people. The damage of it also is not crazy at all. 20% AP ratio, so it takes 5 seconds to have a 1.0. The base damage is, I guess, the biggest part. Legendary's Karthus is also not bad, and Legendary's Karthus is not bad because his AP ratios are kind of trash, so going burn Karthus is a very viable strategy. In fact, probably more popular than pure damage Karthus with, like, AP and stuff. Also, Legendary's is more effective versus higher HP targets, and honestly, this game, they have a Vlad, Gragas, and a Jarvan, so I probably should build it. If we get better. Okay, man, I got them low for you, but I'm not level 11, so that's what makes me so weak. Karthus jungle, in my opinion, is better than mid. And that's because, dude, I'm so bad with my wall somehow. Anyways, Karthus jungle is better than bot, and mid is probably... I mean, mid's not very good. Jungle is just the best because you get a solo, right? So you normally are higher level than some other people. Ooh, it actually hit me, ouch. I'll just die here for it. I don't have enough mana for it, so... It's so awkward whenever you run out of mana, dude. I have never been a Karthus main, and I never, like, cared about learning how to play the champion very optimally, but the best Karthuses know how to, like, toggle on and off your E at certain cases to make sure you don't get into a state where you don't have enough to spam your Skittles. Just be aware that I think my Skittle spamming technique and also keeping my E on at certain points was bad. I think I could have toggled my E sooner to kill MF faster, which then would have procced... Oh, I don't have Presence of Mind either. I guess you could take Presence of Mind too instead of Axiom Arcanist, but... Dude, I can't believe my ultimate's almost back up. That's crazy. This probably won't kill him. Because Gragas W reduces damage dealt, and not only that, but it also, he had Senna next to him. So I had a feeling it wouldn't work, but might as well just test it. I did get a Dark Harvest stack, and Dark Harvest is always nice to have. Because if you can get the stacks really, really high, Dark Harvest damage becomes kind of OP. Because Dark Harvest is one of the only runes in the game that, like, resets on kill. And then, of course, when people are low, late game, Dark Harvest can really add major value of, like, killing low HP people. I'm just checking to see if, like, the Jarvan was nearby, but he's clearly not. My Soraka is crazy, bro. So good. I'm gonna put another point on my wall for the bigger slow. I honestly think that being able to slow them more is kind of significant for us being able to win fights and stuff. Nice. I'm not gonna be able to kill anybody here. Oh, I landed a Skittle. Never mind. I landed it on MF like one time in the Dark Harvest proc plus the Skittle. I believe I saw the number say 550, which is really high, obviously. Aww. Close, though. Also, Mundo's kind of just doing work in the bot side. It's pretty chill. Let me check Karthus builds nowadays, what his highest win rate is for, like, jungle. Because normally it's better to look at... Actually, I'll look at bot lane, screw it. It looks like Ares better bot lane, because probably at laning phase you can do a lot more with Aerie. Blackfire Torch into Shadow Flame is the best. Malignance, like, listen to this. 55% win rate on Shadow, or on Blackfire. 55. Malignance is 41%. Isn't that crazy? Like, how bad Malignance is on Karthus? For some reason. It's just the burn effect of, I guess, the other item is just so much better. Anyway, Shadow Flame has high win rate, Deathcap has high win rate, Liandry's is like even win rate. So. Also, you can auto-attack weave between your Qs, I guess. I mean, technically, your QCD isn't so short to the point that you don't even have to auto-attack. Your auto-attack kind of... Auto-attack weaving is more important during the early game, where your Karthus Skittles don't deal as much. So I'm just going to go Shadow Flame next because we finished that Liandry's, and after that we probably want either a Death Cap or just a Void Staff. I mean, they don't have that much magic resist, it's really just Jarvan, so probably the Death Cap would be next. Oh. He's just screwed. There's no reason to like use my ultimate though, because we know our teammates are there. We always want to save the ultimate for a realistic play. Karthus Wall doesn't deal damage, so because I landed it on MF, you might be like wondering like how the hell did you still not hit her? It's because MF passive. I'll just die here, it's fine. I won't even use my flash. I'll just burn ultimate because why not? Karthus ultimate, sometimes if you can get some assists afterwards, I know that everybody kind of died, then your Axiom Arcanus can proc, and you can make it so during your death timer, your ultimate will only be like 30 seconds afterwards. In our case there, I probably would say that I wasted it. I'm not worth a shutdown, so I guess I didn't really care about using flash. I maybe could have lived if I had, like, flashed out sideways. I just didn't think that my death really matters too much in that fight, though. Nor does giving them, like, one kill matter either. I feel like it would be more influential to have my flash, hopefully, and I just, inside next team fight, like, let's say we're doing Baron, I can just flash into the enemy team and just create disruption through being a body that eventually will die, but then I'll continue spamming afterwards. Also, we're so freaking fast now. One of Karthus's best summoners to take as well is Exhaust. And the reason why is because, once again, and it's the highest thing that people play bot lane, TP is not normally taken on Karthus bot lane, it's Exhaust normally. And it's because you want to slow people down so you can land your Skittles easier. And also, Karthus is like burst, but also consistent damage, and being able to get them chunked and like they're not able to kill you because you not only are you slowing their movement speed so you can land your Skittles more frequently, but they don't deal as much, and then your damage just ramps up fast because if you continue landing your Skittles, you're just going to destroy them. That's why it's so effective on him. I've seen Karthuses in the past in jungle take Exhaust Smite, and they would legitimately just... Oh, we got it before they even get here. What? There's no reason to even pop my ultimate. It doesn't do anything. I mean, you could also pop your ultimate at the beginning of fights, though. I could have done that instead. Anyways, what I was trying to say is Karthus would take Exhaust plus Smite, and I literally, shit you not, this is so insane that I thought this was actually a viable strategy, or like, I was so shook at how OP Karthus players can be if they're so good at landing his Q. They would, like, do blue buff, and then just walk into enemy jungle and just start fighting him. And he would just exhaust him and land enough to win against other dueling champions, like even like a Lee Sin or something, and they would just win. I'm like, what the hell? This is allowed? You can just walk into enemy jungle, just exhaust them and just start throwing your Q at them and just like kill them? Like, how stupid is that? You're level 2, dude. Like, what? What on earth? It's just so goofy, man. Definitely not going to have any influence inside this fight. I mean, of course, I do have influence because I popped my ultimate and hit everybody, but I meant in terms of, like, getting a kill. So yeah, that was Karthus bot lane. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I imagine my damage dealt should be okay. I mean, my whole entire team honestly did very well. I will say that the biggest gaps were through... I mean, I guess top lane also is, like, very similar to bot, but... that went much better than I expected, especially for the level 1 through 3. I think that if I was a better Karthus player, I could have done so much more too, though. Like, this Soraka was so crazy. They also have a very Smurf-like name because some people have, like, really weird names, and I feel like normally if they do have something similar to this, it's almost like barcode names in the past. Barcode names used to be known to be Smurf names, which are L's and I's, uppercase I and lowercase L. That was like a really old school thing. People don't really do it anymore, but I feel like names like this sometimes can be that. So, anyways, let's look at the damage. Yeah, I had a feeling that Mundo kind of went crazy that game because he took like so many turrets on his own too. Second most damage though. Dark Harvest was about 3,000 damage, which is pretty freaking amazing. And my Axiom Arcanist was only about 600 damage, but it's also nice to have the ultimate CD, so... anyways, see you guys later. Peace out. I'm actually going to look at this guy's account. He is kind of a high level. I feel like this guy doesn't even play... yeah, this guy literally plays so much, like, AD carry. Sometimes AD carries are so good at support because they play aggro, because they know that they can. Anyways, see you guys. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary of the Unranked Challenger with only viewer picks. We are playing the opposite of a previous video, which was counter pick with the worst matchup that they have. So in our case, this person picked Shen. I looked at the champions that Shen beats the most often, and apparently it's Nasus. There's some other picks too that were pretty close though, like Kled and Volibear and Yorick. Those were all pretty similar, but this one was number 1 inside a Diamond Plus as the worst matchup. So that's why we're playing it. I honestly am confused about why it's bad. Maybe just because like I can't queue him later on. Or like even if I get into team fight scenario, like I'm pretty useless, right? Because he'll just make it so I can't do it to his teammates, maybe. And that's kind of huge. Another thing could also be that his taunt is very effective at making my life living hell. Probably. Where if I try to hit turret, he can taunt, and that's obviously going to create issues. But we'll try our best at stacking, because I feel like that's probably the only way to get strong enough to be able to fight him and stuff. Nasus stacks permanently every single time we kill something with our Q, and it increases the damage by 3, and the stacks are 15 right now. That's where you can see it right there. We do have an ability that allows us to push kind of fast with my E. His CDs seem so non-existent, don't they? I think that the best way to play it, if I was to play for like kill lane and stuff, I guess would be just Emax and just shove and don't CS until later. Setting up to have me ganked is always a thing that could happen. Thankfully, I was able to get that minion there. Just barely. I'm just going to E that, so hopefully the tick gets it, and if it doesn't, then I'm just going to base, because I am too low to probably stick around. He is just going to freeze on me. And I don't really want to deal with that. The wave being this bad, I probably should not even TP, because there's a chance that I TP and immediately could get ganked or something, so I think I'll just save it. That's chill. I'm wondering, what if the way to beat Shen, if truly, like, it's difficult to play into this matchup, is build something that's so not normal as a way to counter it? Like, if it's because he can kill me and I can't fight him back because of his ability, what if I just went, like, first item Bloodthirster? Like, straight up. What if that's the tech? Could that be it? Would that be the way? Potentially? Wave is kind of big. Probably too big for me to, like, get all of the minions. My QCD is kind of long still because I don't have any points in it. So I probably should just stay back and wait for a little. I don't know why I bonked him on the head there. That was stupid. Nasus does get free lifesteal through his passive. That's literally what his passive does. Just gives you lifesteal. So technically, I guess you could just have lifesteal through that. But I'm talking about, like, if you build Bloodthirster with it, what if you get even more lifesteal? What if you make it so your lifesteal is so freaking strong that even if Nasus is getting destroyed by Shen, I just ignore him and I just continue CSing right in front of his face? Because you can get to a point where, wow, that's kind of ridiculous, but okay. They really want me dead? Good thing I saved my TP, by the way. I didn't see that Talia was here, too. My timing for flashing was unfortunately not there. I didn't see any angles that I could do it. Let's just build this first. This is why I saved TP. Because at least I can still go back to farming and getting my stacks. Well played by them, though. They got me. No. My Q was midair before it hit. Your Q does last a while, though, to hit. Q does last quite a bit. The cannon, I want that. Wow, okay, well that was not that difficult to just kill him, but okay. I decided to just all in because Nasus, when he ulties, he gets a few things. He gets health, he gets magic resist and armor, so he gets tanky and he becomes big. It also makes it so every single second around me, they take damage, and it's quite large. They take 3% of their maximum HP every second, so if I just sit on top of them, it will start really starting to chunk them. And then, another thing is... OP dog, bro. This is the worst matchup for Nasus. I literally picked the worst thing. I guess it's not worse for Nasus. I mean, technically there's probably worse stuff, but I should say it's the best for Shen. Right? I feel like that's like the good way of understanding it. Because this is literally the most high Shen win rate pick for him. Anyways, I'm glad I was able to get away from the Talia that almost killed me. How dare he do that? Wait, I can still get it. Yo, it's good to get cannons because they are, they give you more, so. They want to dive me again, bro. Chill. They're not really gonna do that, right? Anyways, I was gonna say before I got ganked by Talia, when you pop your ultimate, your QCD cuts by half. So you can Q spam so much. So it's like kind of... I would say Nasus without his ultimate can't really kill people, like, ever, in most cases, unless you're so fed, which you should not be super fed during the early game and stuff. So I'm just trying to ignore him and continue farming, because I do have lifesteal and stuff. But I have to bonk him on the head sometimes to be like, yo, get off of me. I'm, like, trying to say, leave me alone. Stop hitting me. Bro, am I gonna get ganked? Is that what's going on? But yeah, you can see Nasus healing is kind of broken. As long as you can get it off without getting yourself killed. Obviously, he might just try to all-in me pretty soon. But I seem to be just chilling. It is quite annoying what he's doing. But the wave is fully crashed, so I think I just take a fully reset because he doesn't have good clear right now. His clear is bad because he doesn't have any AoE. He doesn't have a Cinder Hulk as a tank item. Shen doesn't have Titanic yet, which is also an item that wave clears. So I can get back into lane. We almost have 200 stacks, which is awesome. My Q does about 400 damage already. It looks like I'm not really going to miss much, too, because his clear is so bad that I had plenty of time to walk back. And then we just go back to doing our stacking. My team is like getting into a fight, but... I'm stuck. I literally flashed to try to Q, but I'm gonna be honest, Rel ultimate is one of those ultimates that literally feels so unfair sometimes to go versus. I felt like I was just getting magnetized back, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. But that tiny bit of pull just made it so I couldn't auto attack. When you ultimate, you also get champion size, you become bigger, so I really thought that that would be good for us. That whole entire fight was pretty bad, though, because of Master Yi invading and getting himself in a situation that put him in a danger zone, and now I have to burn my TP back, and if I get Pantheon ultied and die, it's going to become even worse for me, because I can't, like, unfreeze the lane. It's, like, not possible. It's so damn hard to unfreeze this. Never mind, we're chilling. When you fight people inside of your E, they get reduced armor. It's very strong. Also, we are not chilling. He actually hurts really bad. And his freeze staying permanently is frustrating. Nice, he taunted away just to make sure he doesn't get hit. Perma-free Shen. He holds onto his taunt like the whole time, if you haven't noticed. That's why I never really go for him, because I know that if I go for him, he's just gonna taunt me underneath turret. He's only playing around his Q and W. You can tank it, bro. I don't care. Go ahead. I won't be able to do anything here. Why are you, wanting to fight this? God, no mana, bro. I have no mana. Dude, his chunks hurt bad. It is not feeling good. That's okay, though. The thing is that I'm still stacking pretty okay. So we'll get there. We'll get to the point where I can just win, right? It'll just take some time. It did like 380, so it would take 2 Qs to kill. Just stop his base. Be annoying. Probably can't do anything here. Yeah, that taunt is so annoying underneath turret, isn't it? Because I can't even, like, prep my Q to kill him beforehand, too. Probably gonna get Pantheon ultied soon. I should probably just base, because I'm pretty happy with how many stacks I have and how much money I have, too. Unless for some reason his purchase is gonna be just as crazy. I doubt it, though. What do I want? We'll go Sundered Sky. Make it so I have more healing the lower I am. Do we want to fight this? Nasus in teamfights is kind of strange to play. I have to, like, get on top of their carry somehow so I can, like, Q them. And sometimes that's kind of challenging to do. Dragon's coming up. Do we want to give it, or do we want to actually contest? Because I'm able to probably pressure top quite hard here. Wow, they are looking pretty good down there. I think that we just go into split push mode, honestly. Oh, that hurts! That hurts Shen. Wave player is definitely annoying, and you just keep on taunting away, never being interactive, because you know you probably can't win. How irritating. If I pop my ultimate, he'll also just run. I mean, the irritating thing for him, though, is that I'm just, like, permanently getting HP. Shen's gonna try to ulti to make sure that they win this fight, but I'm gonna be able to take so much if he leaves. So I'm just gonna let my teammates do whatever and I'll just push. I feel like this is more beneficial. Because I will get to the point where I can just carry. Oh man, I don't even know if I can do this. Oh. Alright, cool. Goodbye me. There's no way to survive that. I just get taunted to my death. Our team comp is kind of not that strong for keeping ourselves alive. I think Draven's saying that it was worth for me to stay top. It was. I mean, I got the turret. This was, like, way after that. Nice. We have, like, no crowd control on the team. We just have a bunch of, like, hyper carries and, like, poke. It's a very weird jank comp. Yeah, I'm TPing in. I feel like we could fight this. Did Talia just make herself get caught? I want the stack, so I'm gonna try to stack these guys. Very nice. And it's time for me to get back into split push mode. I mean, we have 500 stacks at 20 minutes. I can just lifesteal all this up. Looking good. I might get ultied by this Pantheon again, so I'm just going to leave. If they ulti me, though, they should be able to do the Otacon. So when they're standing inside of my E, they lose, like, almost 50% of their armor. Making sure to never use my ability until after it expires. I feel like he should never fight me, and he should just let me stack and just play for team only, because, I mean, Shen is the superior team fighter. I'm not that good at team fighting. That'd probably be more ideal than trying to 1v1 me like that. Although it is kind of surprising at how close he is to 1v1ing me, despite feeling as though I believe my champion should be so much better than his. So it's a bit surprising. Well, I got another turret. I'm okay with that. The amount of gold that I'm getting from doing something like that is crazy good, because getting tier 2 and Otacon on both sides is just going to be better team fighting for us. Normally, people don't go any more damage items after you build like 2 like this. Normally, you go more tanky stuff now. Like, for instance, Spirit Visage can make me way tankier. Would be kind of goofy to go Bloodthirster, but probably not ideal. I'll just go Spirit Visage for now. I might build Bloodthirster later on, because it is fun to do that. Or maybe just Infinity Edge, if I want to. Because Infinity Edge makes it so this will crit. But remember that this is a different attack source. With Crit Nasus, you're only increasing the crit of this. This doesn't count. Dude, my team thinks that we should fight 5v5. You know what? Sure, bro. If you want to fight 5v5, I'll freaking rotate and let's see what happens. Instead of pushing. Our team comp is so freaking trash for teamfight. Like, how on earth do you guys think that we're going to get in to fight them? I'm just kind of curious. Do you just want him to jump on me and we just, like, try to YOLO it? Yeah, I literally got one shot and nobody was there to assist me whatsoever. That's crazy, man. So I think I'm going to go back into split push mode for the rest of the game. I think we have just realized, or at least my team has realized, that if they don't stack around me, the only person that can step up, then we have no chance of walking in. That's like how our team comp functions. So I'm going back bot lane for the rest of the game. Oh, Massey might pop off here. The Shen TP'd in, he's trying to assist them. Oh my goodness, the Shen damage coming through. Darn, I assumed that he would be able to beat him, but he got outplayed. That was close, though. Back to stacking. No. Oh my gosh, guys. If they're gonna send Talia down bot side, you guys better... I mean, I guess Talia is a global champion, huh? That's really annoying. They have Pantheon and Talia. They could, like, try to kill me by grouping and then not ulting and then ulting towards Baron once they kill me. That could be an issue. But, I mean, I'm still getting stronger, I guess. Looks like it's probably gone by the time I even get there, so might as well continue shoving. If my team can't even, like, poke them off of it, there's not much that I can really do. Ooh. Were you guys able to stop their base at all so I can continue pushing? Probably not, right? It looks like most of them were able to truly base. Have to just leave. I have my next item at least. I feel like I go Dead Man's Plate to be fast. We might be able to win this fight. I'll TP in. Because if Master Yi pops off hard, maybe I can still assist the Draven. Because if Draven gets a bunch of kills, that's really insane. Oh, she flashed. We got no wave to shove out. I'll probably just go top now. Wait, you guys still got caught? Okay, I'm on the way, I guess. Damn, you guys died just so damn fast, huh? Just try to leave Milio. Oh, nice kick. Yeah, just leave. No reason to try to outplay them, probably. This is why Nasus normally doesn't group. He is freaking worthless. All I do is just walk around and chuck my W at people, and maybe I have a chance at, like, trying to Q somebody, but there's so much CC in the game, a lot of times you're gonna get hit hard. Double bonk. Boom. Wait, triple kill. No, my penta! Bro, my pentakill. That's okay. Should be able to get this. Preferably, I will be able to stack it. If you stack monsters, they give you like plus 12, I believe, just like cannons. So you can get a lot of good stacks from Nasus. Jungle Nasus gets a lot of stacks too. So I was able to join a fight that they hard focused my team and ignored me. And that gave me an opening to finally be able to like get in range of people to kill them. Of course, I'm also, like, getting much stronger in terms of, like, the amount of damage that I deal per auto-attack with my Q as well. The whole entire map is really dark and my whole team reset, so we should just leave. You should never try to, like, out-shove. Or you should just not shove in general when your teammates aren't there, because you're just gonna get yourself killed by getting collapsed on normally. Whoa. They are committing hard. Oh my goodness, they're even Pantheon ulting in. This honestly, I guess doesn't seem like that bad of a fight because you guys are popping off, huh? I withered her. That wither was so strong. That's so goofy. Master Yi's gonna kill everybody and then we win, GG. There's no way for them to come back at this point. We should be able to end with my amount of stacks that I have. I'll deal too much damage to the turrets. Oh, Master Yi did die though. I still don't think Tali will be enough though. We don't have a wave. Huh. Honestly, I guess it's kind of challenging, ain't it? The wave clear is a bit too much. Yeah, take it back. The game's not over yet. Maybe we'll get to 1,000 stacks. There might be a case of me being able to backdoor if inhib is ignored and they don't clear it when they're trying to do Baron. Ooh, Milio's caught. Unlucky. It's not good. Probably go Jack Shield last to become very, very strong. Through my ultimate. My ultimate gives me a bunch of armor and magic resist, and Jack Shield increases that during extended fights. Very powerful item because of that. Probably should not fight without our Milio, guys. Probably just give the Baron, I think. I have no way to, unfortunately, just do anything here. Damn, my teammate's position is kind of crazy, huh? Talia might ulti me. Massive damage, guys. They're all trying to go mid. Can I continue shoving? Because doesn't this feel like I might be able to just take their base if they ignore me? The amount of pressure that I give my team is really high through my position. Holy crap, that Pantheon might have just breathed. Yep, that Pantheon just went straight into his death. That was so random. We just want to get the dragon? Okay, you guys just want to go for soul. Got it. My team probably doesn't need my assistance, so now it's my turn to just go top and start pushing that instead. Damn, so close to 1,000 stacks. I'm gonna buy Iron Pot just in case I do get suddenly, like, collapsed on by everybody. I feel like the pressure I also give by going side lane where the inhibs are broken can, make it so the enemy team wants to... Where does my team want me to TP to? GG, we win. Nice, guys. I mean, we have a bunch of hyper carries, and you guys hyper carried. Well played. So yeah, that was apparently the worst matchup, or the best matchup for Shen. So yeah. GG. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Also, we'll look at the damage dealt, which probably isn't going to be that much because a lot of the fights were mostly through, through team fighting, and I didn't group because I feel like my main use was just split pushing. And this is the person that I won against. Does he, like, main this guy or no? He does not. Alright, well, see you guys later. Bye.